cafe that opens after midnight. Good evening. There is a cafe you can't find on a map. No sign over the door, no neon lights to guide you. It lives between two narrow streets you've probably walked past 100 times without noticing. But if you're out wandering after midnight, when even the city feels like it's holding its breath, you might see it. It begins with the light, not harsh or bright, but a warm golden glow seeping through the cracks in the wooden door, the kind of light that makes you slow down even if you didn't mean to. It reminds you of a lamp in a childhood bedroom or the flicker of candles at the end of a long day. The door handle is cool to the touch. When you push it open, the smell greets you first. Coffee so rich and warm, it feels like a memory you'd forgotten. Not just coffee though. There's cinnamon, vanilla, and a whisper of something floral like lavender drifting in from a window you can't see. The air hums with the soft crackle of an old record player in the corner, spinning songs from decades past, a low trumpet, a slow piano, and a faint static that makes everything sound softer. The tables don't match. One is sturdy oak with deep scratches that tell you it's seen years of elbows leaning on it during long talks. Another is delicate and round, its surface polished to a shine, with a single teacup already waiting. A third wobbles slightly, but no one seemed to mind. On the walls, shelves are lined with clocks, hundreds of them. Tall grandfather clocks, tiny travel clocks, clocks shaped like suns, moons, and ships. None of them tick in unison. Some run fast, others slow, but each has its own quiet rhythm. Every so often, one will chime, and the sound will blend into the music as though it belongs there. The owner appears without you noticing him arrive. He's an older man with silver hair and kind eyes. His voice is low and warm when he says, "You made it just in time." He doesn't ask for your order. He simply studies you for a moment, not in a way that feels intrusive, but as if he's trying to remember a dream he once had of you. Then he walks away and returns with a cup. You take a sip and realize it's exactly what you needed. If you're tired, it wakes you just enough. If you're restless, it settles you. The flavor is familiar and yet impossible to name. Maybe it's coffee with cinnamon. Maybe tea with honey. Maybe something entirely different. The other guests don't seem to notice you arrive. At a table by the window, a woman in a green coat sketches in a leather-bound book. Across the room, a man with weathered shoes reads a letter over and over, the paper soft from folding. In the corner, two people sit in comfortable silence, their hands resting close but not quite touching. No one rushes here. Time seems to pull around you, moving slower than it does outside. Your drink never cools, your thoughts never scatter. It's as if the cafe shields you from whatever was waiting for you before you walk through its door. After a while, maybe an hour, maybe 3, the owner returns. He doesn't ask if you enjoyed your drink. Instead, He places something small on the table in front of you. Sometimes it's a pressed flower, pale and perfectly preserved. Sometimes it's a key, old, brass, and heavier than you'd expect. Sometimes it's a folded slip of paper with a single word written on it in looping handwriting. He doesn't explain, he just smiles, as if he's given you exactly what you'll need later, though you won't understand why until the moment comes. When you finally step outside, the street is quiet, the air is cool, and the golden glow has already faded. You turn to look for the door, but there's nothing there now, just the blank stretch of brick, as though the cafe was never there at all. And yet, in your pocket, the small gift remains, and somewhere deep in your mind, you can still hear the record playing, the clocks ticking in mismatched harmony. Good night from SlumberNest.